Could we be standing on the precipice of World War III? A thought that sends shivers down the spine, but one that is worth pondering. In the early 20th century, a complex web of alliances, escalating arms races, and simmering nationalist tensions led to the outbreak of World War I. The world was reshaped, and not in a way anyone might have hoped. Fast forward 2 decades and the failure of appeasement, the rise of totalitarian regimes, and the relentless pursuit of expansionism led us into the horrors of World War II. Fast forward to the present day, we find ourselves in a world that is once again riddled with tension. The ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, the escalating tensions between the US and China, the rise of nationalism and the struggle for global dominance in technology are all echoes of the past. Consider the current conflict in Ukraine. Billionaire hedge fund manager Bill Ackman has suggested that this could be the early stages of World War III, a chilling thought indeed. He criticizes NATO and the US for acting out of fear of provoking Putin, while Putin sees Western support for Ukraine as a declaration of war. Then there's the escalating tension between the US and China. Taiwan has become a center of this conflict, with its globally significant semiconductor industry caught in the crossfire. US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan was a clear message of support against China's claims, further escalating the tension. The question then arises, are we heading towards a global conflict similar to the 2 world wars? The parallels are certainly there, but the world has also changed significantly since the mid-20th century. The advent of nuclear weapons has changed the face of war. The threat of mutual destruction has so far acted as a deterrent to full-scale conflict between nuclear powers. Additionally, international diplomacy and institutions have evolved, providing platforms for dialogue and negotiation that did not exist in the early 20th century. Yet, it's important to remember that history has a habit of repeating itself. The lessons learned from the 2 world wars must not be forgotten. In summary, while the current global situation bears some similarities to the circumstances leading up to the previous world wars, there are also significant differences. The presence of nuclear weapons, the evolution of international diplomacy, and the interconnectedness of the global economy all serve as deterrents to a global conflict on the scale of the world wars. However, the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, the escalating tensions between the US and China, and the rise of nationalism are all causes for concern. The lessons of the past must guide our actions in the present to prevent a similar catastrophe in the future. So while it's impossible to predict with certainty if World War III is on the horizon, it's crucial that we remain vigilant, promote diplomacy and dialogue, and work towards a peaceful resolution of conflicts. After all, as history has shown us, no one truly wins in a world at war.